gonna let the band deal with this.
Jimmy Butler puts the Heat back up by one. Adebayo flipping it up and in. Tyler Herro from way downtown. Fantastic play for the first-time All-Star. Herro for three. Yes!
This guy.
That's a tough shot. And the Heat lead by 5.
Led the league in blocks last year, fourth this year, and there's nobody blocking that.
Rebound, Adebayo, right over Smart, puts it up and in.
Because right now, the Miami Heat are making sure that their presence is felt.
Yeah, welcome to the 5 Reasons Sports postgame show, aka the Post Up on 5R. But as y'all know, it is Wednesday, so that means it is being taken over by the Clutch Corner. And oh me, oh my, oh my, oh man, you see these chocolate brothers? I'm their biggest fan. Don't bang it once, double tap that thing, and welcome to the show, the members of the Kane Gang. Welcome to my guys, Threat, Kendall, and Twan on here. We're going to be joined by Simba a little bit later. But fellas, we kicked the ass of an ass that needed to be kicked this evening. You hear me? On national television, your Miami Heat went out there and stomped the New York Knicks ass 110-96, proving them to be the poverty franchise that we all know them to be. Twan, haven't seen you in a while, my brother, so I'm going to let you get your shit off first, bro. Give me your thoughts on the game.
Hey man, I got a bunch, and I know we're gonna get into it, so I don't want to get too deep right away. You see threat, that boy Timothy Herro, he showed up, bruh. Wait till we got to talk about him. He needs his own little section because my God, what he was doing today was ridiculous. But let's get to the nitty gritty. The New York Knicks, as an organization, they are pitiful. Get RJ some help. The poor lad, well, he tried to talk tough to Bam and got locked up, but that's besides the point. Please get RJ some help because Julius Randle is an embarrassment from what he was last year. He's pushing off on all the shots. He sees a double team and instantly the ball is getting away. He does not want no smoke with nobody. But that's the main thing is the Knicks suck, and we can get to all the details about individual players.
Yeah, I think it's fun to kick on the Knicks, but they are indeed a trash-ass team. And I like to see a game where Miami didn't play with their food. They were up double digits most of the goddamn night and were busting ass all through it. So thank you, James Todd, for the $5 dono. He said, been hating the Knicks since Allen Houston, Ewan days. So anytime we beat them down, I'm happy as shit. Hashtag price of the bit going crazy. Listen, folks. Them ain't doing numbers. Torn. I don't know, bro.
Hey, man. Y'all better watch out now. The prices is going up. I don't know. Y'all better watch out.
They shoot. Hey, Kendall, man. Holla at me, my boy. Tell me what you saw from the nice game.
I saw the Heat cook the Knicks like a motherfucking chopped cheese. That's what I saw. And I ain't usually the one to push all the Heat coaches shit and all this and this and that. But if it's one team that I hate in this association, from back in the days, NBA on NBC on Sundays, when the Knicks used to give it to our ass on them Sundays, it's their ass. And they down bad, and I'm here to put my foot on their neck. Boy, the Heat did what they had to do. Y'all saw the last comment. My man Twan say price of the brick going up. So anybody coming from any plugs that come from New York, we charging their ass double. Because we own them. So Tariq St. Patrick, Tommy Egan, we charging y'all ass double. We going up, man. Hey, the Heat control that game from start to finish. We feeling good, Ariel. Shout out to you.
Already.
We did what we had to do. It was good to see them from start to finish just not play with their food. Poverty ass franchise, G League type roster. And we just did what we had to do. Professional win. Suit and tie. You know what I'm saying? We did what we had to do.
Button up. Motherfuckers went to work today. Thank you, somebody, for the $5 dono. He said, this team keeps surprising me. Somebody new keeps stepping up. Duncan back-to-back games with 25 points. PJ plus 37 with 20 points in 23 minutes. Damn. Yo, listen, it's a lot of them. And I think that's going to be the next thing that we talk about after we get Threat's thoughts on the game. What's going on, Kane?
Man, oh man, dog. I mean,
Suit and tie, like my dog Kendall said, man. Business as usual, man. We doing what we got to do. Price of the brick up throughout the whole roster. I ain't gonna lie, man. The New York Knicks throwing more ass than Tootsies. They throwing more ass on the motherfucking court than KOD. It's a lot of ass out there. I might have to start tipping when I watch a Knicks game. It's so much ass out there. That shit not making no sense. Them boys is sorry. And some of these guys on their roster, like, it's crazy. I mean, aside from just the basketball play, I mean, they got guys on their roster named OB Toppin. Like, not OB Hoopin, OB Toppin. That is crazy. Hey, his name is crazy. Like, it just don't make no sense, dog. But shout out to the Heat, man. We doing what we gotta do, man. Holding on to this number 1 seed, taking care of business as usual. Going into this All-Star break, you know, with a head of steam, and we're gonna come right out of it with a head of steam as well.
Yeah, that's kind of been a conversation that I've been having internally. Like, when was the last time that a number 1 seed didn't have at least 2-3 All-Stars on it? And it's like Bam only played 22 games, so he can't be one. So that's a conversation that's gonna have to get louder. Like, which one of these guys? Like, because I need 2-3. I need 2-3 in this All-Star game. Just being real with you. But let's get to the next game. We're gonna stick to the script tonight. The Heat have 4 players. Thank you, Voodoo Visions, for the $4.99. Don't know. He said this was Caleb's first bad game, just offensively, and Max is in a slump. They didn't hurt the team tonight because we were rolling, so I ain't really got much smoke for them, to be honest with you. They are role players. They're going to do that from time to time. As long as other guys doing their job, then that's fine for them to have nights like that. We had 4 guys tonight that had 20 plus. So each one of y'all can take one of them, and then everybody got to pick somebody else. Threat, we're going to start with you. You take a guy. We had PJ Tucker with 20, Jimmy Butler with 22, Duncan Robinson with 25, Tyler Herro with 21. Pick one of them and talk about their game tonight.
Hey, it's simple. It's simple. You know the name, and y'all know where I've been standing with this since day one. Timothy Herro is here. He's here. He's back. He's hooping. It's like he never even left. He's that guy. I mean, we saw from all angles today, man. We saw the passing late in the game. I mean, he was Magic there, Stockton there. You know what I'm saying? It was real elite passing. You know what I'm saying? The shot making, the tough bucket. I mean, is there a better shot creator on this team? I mean, than Timothy, dog. At this point, let's be real. He's really that guy. He's stepping into that mode. Easy lock for 6th man of the year. I mean, put him in every conversation that needs to be had. Put him in the All-Star conversation. Put him in the most improved conversation. I don't care what it is. Put him in that conversation. He's earned his stripes, man. Timothy Herro has elevated his game to what we all thought he was going to be. I mean, the effectiveness from every angle, every facet of the game, and also he's getting better defensively. He's not as much of a liability as he was in past years, dog. I'm loving every single aspect of Tyler's game, and his handle's getting a little bit better. He's getting a little more swag as the games go by. I mean, blowing right past guys. Now he's drawing fouls. I mean, it's on the up and up. His performance is really peaking at an ultimate level right now.
I think for me, with Tyler Herro in specific, what's been most impressive is that the boy has been getting to the free throw line as of late. And that, to me, has been part of the biggest growth. That's something that we really wanted to see. We wanted to see, you know, you got all the cute little floaters and shit like that where you're shying away from contact. But can you accept that contact and get to the goddamn rim and draw some fouls? And he's been able to do that, so we want to shout him out.
7 free throws tonight. 7 free throws.
For sure. Let's go ahead and bring my boy in here. Ladies and gentlemen, the boy feeling good himself. My boy Simba! What's happening?
What up? Oh my God.
How you doing, man?
I'm glad to be a part of this show. What's going on?
So right now we're talking about the 4 guys that had 20 plus points. My guy Threat, he already took Timothy Herro off the board. So that means we got PJ Tucker, Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson left. Since you just joined the show, you can pick that one guy out of that list and talk about his game tonight.
I'm going to talk about Jimmy Butler, who had probably the most efficient night in his Miami Heat career. He only had 1 missed, field goal attempt and 1 missed free throw. The first missed field goal was the first shot of the game. So you expect, that could go, that doesn't have to go in or whatever. But to end off with 20 points, he didn't even play the entire fourth quarter, Jimmy Butler had a very efficient game. He did what he had to do, and to come out strong like this. I looked at the games before he had tonight, and he would hit like 20, points. Then he would go to 8 points. Then he would hit like 28 points and go to like 9 points. Then hit, a big game. So tonight, statistically, he was supposed to have a bad game, but he hit 20 points. So I'm about what Jimmy Butler did tonight. He had a great game. Efficiency-wise, like, there's nothing to knock against Jimmy Butler. He just came and did what he had to do. So that's how I saw it while I was watching it with my peripheral vision.
Yeah, not just on offense either, bro. Like RJ Barrett was getting off a little bit. That boy has no bag whatsoever. I hate him as a basketball player. But when Jimmy Butler got tired of it, I don't care what you looking like, Twan. I don't like him. I don't know what Jimmy did. He got pissed off or something because he got on that boy and put him in a box. You hear me? Boy did not see the light of day the rest of the game.
Yes, and stop all that RJ Herro comparison. That shit.
It's not a thing. It's not a thing.
Tide flies everywhere.
Dead flies.
I don't want to be this guy. I don't, because this is the Kang. I don't want to be this guy. I don't want discourse in fight. I don't want that. No, but also, RJ Barrett is very good at basketball. He's starting to figure out some stuff, like get into his drives and like getting. But he's doing what he's supposed to do. I don't want to get too specific on RJ Barrett. They just got blown out, but he's very good at basketball. I like him.
He's not very good at basketball.
He is.
He's terrible. Yes, for that comment, you go at fucking last. Kane Kendall, you get a choose between PJ and Duncan.
You know who I ain't picking. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about Mr. Scrappy.
Damn, we should have made Kendall go laugh. That would have been fucking.
Why? What you mean? Oh, you're trying to set me up to sing? Oh, bro, I can spin the narrative any way I want to at any given moment. So please, unless you want top content, let me just big my dog PJ, because I was even critical of him. But tonight, PJ did it for the regular folk like me. Guys that you see on the court at your local basketball court, like my man Threat, like that boy Royal. Simba probably wouldn't be getting too much run, but it was all hard. I mean, the shot was wet. He got a sniper game chain, because and that shit fitted. Boy, that boy is super gremlin. Per 30 or nothing, boy. Like, hey, that boy teed up.
Oh god,
hey, he teed up, and I be feeling a little uneasy, but it always worked. Like, they be giving the ball to PJ on the break. Once PJ get to that 3-point line, sometimes he might score, sometimes he might swing. And then there was one play he swung it, and it got back to him from Jimmy. And he even hit him in the head 3 times. What can you say, PJ Tucker? And you're gonna get the defense. He gonna lock your ass up. He gonna take your lunch money. And that boy, he really out here. So shout out to PJ Tucker, man. Real deal. The 4 that we needed, and he thriving out there. So shout out to him.
What's that? The perk 30, bro.
Yeah, perk 30 or nothing, bro. It's crazy. And I still ate it because I'm a gremlin.
Tell you. But no, PJ probably to me felt like the most important player in this game. Yes, indeed. That boy not a glue guy. That boy is a cement man. You hear me? He holds shit together like he can hold together any lineup because he's like a chameleon out there on the court. And I think that's what we learned the more that we watch him play. No matter what the situation calls for, no matter what role he's pressed into, boy thrives in it every goddamn time. So, Twan, you get the prize of the night. You get to talk about the Heat's leading scorer,
of course,
Duncan Clay Thompson Robinson.
Same. Hey, spineless for that. Spineless.
At the end of the
Black
day,
History Month right around the corner. Don't go too far.
I'm gonna try to preface my comments. You feel me? I'm a clutch corner. You gotta, but Duncan Robinson was very good today. He made Duncan Robinson shots, and sometimes that's all you want Duncan to do is make Duncan Robinson shots. The problem is, if Duncan is going to be this all the time, That's tough. That's tough because there's nobody who's doing that. Strus can't do that. Like Strus gets hot, but Strus don't get Duncan hot to where he's drawing 2 and 3 people by him just standing still. Like he's not that guy yet. So I mean, yeah, he had like a floater off the glass too. Like he was doing some more stuff. I mean, he was dunking with the foul trouble and everything, but hey, I don't know, man. Duncan was cool. Maybe it's not trade him tonight. Maybe today he got upgraded, like trade him for something good, like trade him for a decent package. It's not like for a bag of chips no more. So congratulations to Duncan. I'm happy he had a good game. I don't want to slander this man. He was ridiculous, but yeah, it's one game.
Listen, bro. I think tonight is exactly what we need Duncan to do. I don't care about anything else that he does aside from shooting the ball. If you shoot the ball well, you did your job. We can complain about all the other little things that he has quirks with, but it serves no purpose. He hit them shots tonight. I don't give a shit what else Duncan Robinson does. When you shoot 7 of 11 from 3-point line, you have earned your check tonight. Nobody will be running up to your locker. Otherwise, they got to come through Kendall. Right, Kendall?
You got me all the way fucked up because I'm a sidestep. Prime wave and say, do what you gotta do. I don't know nothing. I protect no one.
Nah, but we got to a bunch of people tonight, but we haven't gotten to our guy tonight. I like to call what I called him tonight was PG1. You hear me? Bam Adebayo. Bam didn't give you the points that people want to see from him. He didn't give you the rebound, the gaudy rebounding numbers. But Bam Adebayo was an absolute animal in tonight's game, bro. 11 assists, 8 rebounds, 6 points, 1 block, 2 steals, all over the place defensively. Everybody gets a chance to talk about Bam because I think that his game was like probably more complete than the other people on the floor tonight. So, Twan, I'll start with you this time.
Bro, he's a unicorn, bro. Like he's not supposed to be able to do that stuff. Like he's the only 5 in the NBA, like 5, legitimate 5 who can play anybody. There's no bad matchup for him. Are there some matchups that are worse than others? Yeah, but it don't matter who it's against. Like you put Bam on him, it's like, we cool. Like it don't matter. He's doing that. He's Duncan Robinson. You might as well just give Bam the game ball with Duncan Robinson's performance because it felt like every assist was a Duncan Robinson dribble handoff. Like they ran so many times, the best 2-man game in the league. Like it looked like that tonight. So Bam was absolutely ridiculous. I don't want to take too much time. I could, but like I want everybody to eat. So yeah,
Kendall. Super Dre, I fucked with that. Super Draymond Green.
First for Allen calling us clowns because we said we'll trade Duncan. Boy, shut your ass up. We'll still trade Duncan. I see you in the comments talking shit. But this is one night, 3 games, 5 games, 10 games, don't nothing change, Nick. The narrative stay the same. If the package comes, well, we gotta pack his ass up. He getting packed.
Y'all don't do this. We are trying to have a nice, respectable. We try to be good tonight.
But back to Bam. Hey, Bam really set that tone. You know, I mean, he don't do what he do defensively. He is the best defender in the NBA. He is the best defensive player that we've seen probably since San Antonio Kawhi. Like, I'm at the point now that I don't think people are on Bam's level. 1 through 5 switching, and he was diamond up in that first half, in that first quarter. I wasn't even too bothered about him, like lack of shots getting up or even his points. I mean, like Gad said, the man had people in the gulag, like, and he wasn't letting nobody out. Like, what he does is just incredible on a nightly basis. And I mean, you ain't getting that nowhere else. Or a 5 that can switch with anybody. Shout out to Bam, man.
Yeah, I think he had possessions where he was canceling out R.J. Barrett. And then Quigley thought he had to step on him, got his shit sent. like it's
locked
just
up Julius Randle, like
bro,
yeah.
Like anybody you put out there, like legit what you said, like Bam is the most unique player where you can put him on anybody. The only other player I can think of like that would probably be somebody like a Ben Simmons, but like Bam, you can put him on anything. Simba, go ahead, get your shit off about Bam, bro.
I think Bam like really solidifies this group. I think that's his role. I know we like to say like PJ Tucker is like the glue. Like maybe vocally PJ Tucker is the glue to this group, but I think like schematically Bam Adebayo is the glue to this group. I mean, he makes everybody. He can make shit pieces fit together. You know, like when you're doing a puzzle and you're trying to smash a piece inside and it's like this fucking shit doesn't fit. That's Bam Adebayo will change to fit that fucking piece. Like he can make anybody fucking fit together that doesn't work. I mean, I think offensively, I was reading somewhere that Vincent, Strus, and somebody else were the most offensively were the best, team the last couple weeks or whatever. But now this week it's Bam, Duncan, and Vincent. Like, so I'm saying Bam can make anybody fit. We know what he could do defensively. I think that's very scary for other teams. It's very hard to, scheme against, like, what do we do with Bam or whatever? We'll try to make him switch. I think this year he's done a lot less of that. Because I think people like PJ Tucker, Kyle Lowry, and Jimmy Butler get on his ass when he fucking does that shit. So I think what we're seeing is Bam is becoming like, the centerpiece to a team that was already fucking good. And that's kind of scary, when you look at other teams, they're like, shit, this team was already number one without Bam. Fucking A, they get rid of Duncan and they're fucking elite.
Well, I don't think getting rid of Duncan is as viable when you have Bam, because one of those pieces that you're talking about who Bam makes fit a lot better is Duncan Robinson. Like, if Duncan Robinson becomes this playing next to Bam Adebayo, I think we haven't seen it as much because Bam hasn't played as much. But if Duncan Robinson is this next to Bam Adebayo, he's what you paid this money to do. Like, and there's no, like, it's like y'all was saying earlier, bro. Like, people talk about us trading people and shit like that. That's cool, but they missed the nuanced part of where it's like, we're not just trading him for nothing, bro.
Exactly.
Like, we're trading him for something that's legit gonna make this team better, or we're not doing a bitch ass thing. We're gonna stand here, ride out with Duncan Robinson and live with games where he hits 7 3-pointers. Threat, I want you to get your shit off about Bam before we move on to something else.
Well, I'm very high on Bam. I said last year, privately to Kendall, I thought Bam is going to overtake Jimmy as becoming the best player on this team. And I think he's taking small little leaps to becoming that. Defensively, we're so spoiled at this point, dog. And the rest of the world doesn't see it, but we see it. And as in the rest of the world, other teams see it, but the media doesn't see it. And he doesn't get enough love. He doesn't get enough recognition. And I don't like that shit. That shit bothers the fuck out of me. He is the best defensive player in the association, like Kendall said. And I feel like I just the next leap of his game, you know what I'm saying, just has to be becoming more selfish. You know what I'm saying? I feel like what we get from defense is what we expect now. What we see from the passing is kind of what we expect now. And it might be wrong to expect that from him. But it's just he's raised the standard so high. I just want to see him become a little bit more selfish offensively, and that's it. Like, once he becomes more selfish and figures out what to do when Jimmy's on the floor with him late in games, I think we'll see a player who might be the second or third best player in Heat history. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like he just needs to elevate that offensive scoring punch in his game and become more confident, just saying, fuck you. I'm not looking for Duncan to get his ass open. I'm gonna do this post up. I'm gonna do this jab. I'm gonna go to the basket. I'm gonna take this fade away. I'm gonna take this 18-foot jump shot and incorporate into his game, and we'll see where he goes from there.
Yeah, so I think one of the target words that we've been using for that is aggression. We want Bam to be more aggressive. Speaking of aggressive, we want to thank the primary sponsor of the 5 Reasons Sports Postgame Show, and that is Aggressive Insurance.
Elite. That boy elite.
My God.
So yeah, if you have any insurance needs, make sure you visit insurancebylynette.com or give Miss Lynette a call at 954-581-8800. Remember, guys, any insurance needs, mention 5 Reasons, and she's giving away free vacation vouchers. So hit her up. I don't know how long she's doing that. Make sure you check her out. Free vacation vouchers, bro, to the destination of your choice. She don't even pick it, bro. So yeah, make sure y'all hit her up again. That's 954-581-8800. Appreciate you, Jonathan Rumlicon, for putting that up for me. I want to talk about a comment that Gad kind of had in there earlier. And he was talking about how Kyle, PJ, Bam, Jimmy, and I forgot the last name that he put on there, are going to suffocate teams defensively in the playoffs. I think it was Caleb that he had on the list. PJ PJ Tucker, Jimmy, Bam, and Lowry is going to be suffocating teams in the playoffs. Yeah, and you add a number of guys to that list. Let's talk about this team getting healthy while they are already maintaining. Like they actually grew their lead in the number one spot tonight, but they're getting healthier. Like we talked about how incorporating Bam and Jimmy back into the offense would take some time, and now we're seeing what that looks like without Kyle Lowry, and it's been looking good. So I want to talk about what it looks like when we have all of our guys back. Like, does it take long for us to get it back in rhythm, or are we going to like slow creep? We're going to have a few bumps in the road. We'll be able to win games. Just your overall thoughts of what this team is going to look like when fully healthy, as presently constructed. Threat, we're going to go the opposite direction and start with you.
I do think it's going to be a slow grind, and that's fine because we have nothing but time. Oladipo's coming back. You know what I'm saying? He's another guy we might have to possibly throw in that mix. It's getting scary. It's scary hours right now. We barely played any minutes as a whole. I forgot what the numbers was, but they were very, very low. It's definitely going to be an adjustment period, not just for the guys, our main guys, but for the guys who are role players. You know, you seen it kind of tonight with Gabe and Caleb taking a step back with their games. You're not seeing as much from them as a whole, but that's fine when you have your main core guys playing the way that they have. We just need them to stunt and spurts. But I do feel like it's going to be a slow, and it might be an ugly process, but I think come April, we'll figure things out the way that it needs to be, and we'll come up with the lineups, and we're going to see some crazy stuff thrown together. I think we have a lineup for every single occasion or moment in a game that we need, and Spo is going to be in his fucking bag.
Yeah, for sure. I think I heard Adam Barras say this, and Ethan kind of echoed it on the last 5 on the floor pod. And I know we talk trades and shit, but in the event that we don't make a trade, getting Victor Oladipo back is going to be their trade deadline move. That's what they're going to say. Like Barras said that to me a couple of weeks ago, and then I heard Ethan say it again. So I was like, okay, like I'm starting to believe that he might not make a move, and they might consider Victor Oladipo coming back as a mid-season acquisition, and that might just be something that's just enough to elevate this team if he can give them a certain amount of what he used to. Twan, we're going to come to you next, bro. What are you thinking about this team when it's fully healthy? What is it going to look like? How long is it going to take for them to get, like, I guess, the full strength?
I mean, it's hard to say, right? Because it's kind of looked like they've been at full strength. I'm not full strength. I don't want to say that. They've been clicking all year. Like, with guys coming in and out, there's been no acclimation period. There's been no time where they've had to like figure it out. Like they just have it figured out already. Like they're changing the offense like that. Like they changed their offense like 4 times this year. You do that in the off season. You do that in the off season. You put that into place. They did that 4 times in a year. So when Kyle comes back, it's just going to look a lot cleaner. Like they're still running similar stuff that they used to run, but now they got cuts coming off of it. And they got Duncan coming off as flying off screens and Gabe's cutting back door. Like it's a bunch of movement now in the same stuff they run. So it's not hard to implement guys in. That's why I think like when Victor comes back, look what Spo got out of like KZ Okpala this year. Look what he got out of Kyle Guy this year. Look what he got. He made Chris Silva playable this year. Like, well, that's a reach. But he was on the court. He was on the court. Listen,
we were all thinking
he was on some shit, boy.
You almost had me, bro.
I did. I lost momentum. Can I clean it up? I'm gonna clean it up. He was on the court and the Heat won. Let me say that. But like look what he did with Yurt Seven. Like he's making anybody at least decent enough to give you some kind of production. You get that with Victor Oladipo, who at the very bare minimum is talented. We don't know what he's going to look like coming back from injury, but he's talented. So he's going to have something like he can give this team. So it's not going to take long. This team's going to be clicking on all cylinders. I'm looking at the 1 or 2 seed period. Like when it's all said and done.
Yeah. Kendall, you thinking the same thing? 1, 2 seed, fully healthy, all that, or you thinking that the little bumpy take us down a notch?
At this point, nah, I think they're going to be a 1 or 2 seed. I don't see any like 3-game losing streaks for like this team. In terms of Victor Oladipo, like me personally, like I've said this like from the jump, like I have no faith in Victor Oladipo. The quad was falling off the bone. Like if he comes back and he does something great, like I do think I trust Spo to put him in position to be effective. So like I'm not worried about like, oh well he blend in. I think it will be simplified for him, and he knows how to play basketball. Like the result of what we're gonna see, that is to be determined. I don't have any faith in it. You call me a downer.
You're not a downer if you know his quad is falling off the boat.
Yeah,
You're not a fucking downer. Like, fuck.
Hey, Kendall, this comment for you, so you get to read it, brother.
Shout out to Kai Chen Chisholm of 5 Reasons Sports. He does the extra yard here on 5 Reasons. He had with the $199 dono. I heard no wants the Dolphins to hire Vance. I am pro any black man getting a chance because they let the last black man go, and I feel like that man just he just voiced his voice. Flores just voiced his voice, and they let him go because you know how that thing be, racism. And I'm always talk my shit and let it be known. Anyways, back to my Victor Oladipo thing. I just don't have too much faith in it, but I hope it turns out well. I just don't see like Spo running with him for too long, like what other guys have proven at this point. Like they've earned the opportunity to keep playing. And I think we'll be fine. I don't see this team hitting too many bumps, no like extra game loser streaks, and we will be a 1 or 2 seed at this point because the other teams in the East, they just got too much shit going on. I mean, their injuries popping up. They have no cohesion. We got people crying about who playing full time. We got white on white crime. Grayson Allen taking out Alex Caruso. Lonzo Ball knee is over there doing the disco. The meniscus out there doing the 2-step like DJ Unk. And we can afford an injury. Big fat Kyle over there getting his mind right. Trying to find his jumper. He probably across the board there in Toronto. But we're gonna be fine because we got the master chef, Eric Spoelstra Nostra, and the chefing up in the kitchen. And I'm just with Spo as coach, like I'm not worried. Now, if he going protocol and Chris Quinn got to take over, my heart might beat a little bit because I don't know what Quinny at. Mike can run a pick and roll, but can he do the X's and O's on that whiteboard? I don't know. It might just be UD in them huddles doing a lot of talking, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know where we're going to go from that. But as long as Spo in the kitchen, we're going to be cooking up these W's, man. Let's rock.
Yeah, first of all, I don't know. I know Ricky Carter. I see that DJ Unk reference was elite. I like people. You don't know what that is. I can't teach you. But you talk about the remix. You talk about the remix with 3 stacks.
Oh, right, with my boy, I walk it out like
Usher. Hey, if you say real talk, I probably don't trust you.
Wayne had the best. Wayne had the best.
Oh, you know that.
Come on now. That's a different Wayne. That's a different bag that boy.
Come on, baby.
Hey, come on now. That's a creature. Thank you, Kai Chisholm, for the $4.99. Don't know. He said, "Can't believe Simba is still streaming from a closet corner." Shaking my head, man. What? Man said he wanted to build a setup. Where are we? Nowhere. You see that boy put on headphones and said he got a setup now.
This is not a closet.
Simba cleaning out his closet, man. Shout out to Eminem.
I said I'm sorry, mama, man. I never meant to hurt you.
Mom, boom.
Ooh,
damn. Not the ring light.
5 reasons. 5 reasons.
That boy got the ring light. That boy a real bad bitch.
That's it.
Man, what the fuck is that?
All right, IG model.
Right. Simba. Go ahead and give me your take. Give me your take on the outlook of this team, man. Like when it gets fully healthy, bro, what are you expecting from this team for the rest of the season?
So, firstly, next time make Kendall go last because he's like a hype video. All right, like this man will hype anybody. All right. Next off, I'm gonna have to disagree, and it's not because of his shitty internet. It's because I can see us going 3rd seed, and the only reason I can see that is because Spoelstra does not give a fuck when it comes to standings. Like all he cares about is tinkering and making everything perfect and whatnot. So if it's not perfect, I can see losing a couple games, just trying to make things fit right. I can see it getting shaky for like 15 games, which is enough to put us in the 3 seed. Not that like we're going to be shitty, like a shitty team. And, like we're just going to lose 3 straight games. I just think that Spoelstra has a bigger plan, and his plan is to be better in the playoffs. He doesn't give a shit about about regular season, to be honest. So I'll keep it at that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think, and I'm just gonna kind of lob this out there, and anybody can kind of take the ball if they feel opportunity. But I do agree with Simba to an extent that Simba doesn't care about the standards, but I think the players care. Like I think they care. I don't know if I necessarily like them in that position because I like the underdog mentality. Like when they feel like they're being disrespected, which they are. Like they're not being talked about in the media and they're the 1 seed. But when they feel like they're disrespected, they feel like they play hungry. Am I crazy? But like does the 1 seed give y'all too much comfort? Because I feel like that amongst the fan base a lot too.
Not really.
Go ahead,
I think they kind of look at it like the goal isn't the 1 seed. I don't think that's I think it's just to stomp everybody, like to like let them know, like, no, we not only are we good enough to win a title, but like we're coming. That's what the goal is. We're coming to win a title. We don't care who we got to go through. Like that's the vibe for the season. I don't think it's necessarily we got to get number 1. It's like whoever's there, it don't matter who's playing. Like we going at them and we going to beat them, and we're confident that we can beat anybody. Like look at what PJ's doing. Like that's just confidence in being able to do everything. Like Jimmy's getting to a spot. Like it's just confidence. So I think it's more so that they ready for anybody.
Yeah, Kendall, you was about to jump in there, bro?
Yeah, I agree with Juan. Like at this point, the ultimate goal is obviously a championship. But I mean, we also got to remember we going deep into that bench. Like it's a lot of depth being shown right now. So it's like it may not be like Spoelstra's like goal to get a 1 seed. Of course not. I mean, he's coached championship teams. But in terms of like the guys that's playing, it's like those guys are trying to prove themselves. And then it's just when you got Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, even Bam at this point, like, and PJ Tucker. PJ went overseas. Jimmy was a 30th pick, didn't play his first season. Like their mentality is to just grind. So it's like I think in result, it comes the end result is W's. So I mean, I think a lot of fans are falling back on the 1 seed and like they're coming like, oh, we're the 1 seed, we're the 1 seed. But I think the team, they just see it as like shit. We just lacing them up and we going out there and fucking playing basketball and we just bullying y'all. And like, no matter how you want to play it, if you want to score, some nights we're gonna be able to score with you, but like we could fight and we could drag it out. Like at this point, it's not about like 1 seed for the team at all to me. I just think they just going out there having fun playing and getting W's and like loving each other's success on the court.
Yeah, look at Spo coming through you. Hold on, I'm gonna get to you in a second. So thank you, Store Brand Juice, for the $9.99. Don't know. He said not fully healthy and motherfuckers in trouble. Shaking my head, heating 5. Shout out 5 reasons for covering Miami since these lanes won't give us airtime. For sure, Kang, bro. Like you talk. Yeah, I see you talking.
I want to address that, man. Like, hey, y'all got to get like that shit. The clown show, like. Just think back to when you've been watching basketball all these years. They didn't push the Spurs like that. Like the type of basketball we play, they not gonna push that shit because it's nothing to talk about. It's bullying people night in and night out. Like you want to show like Dwayne Dedman getting illegal screens, y'all think they gonna show that on ESPN? Like PJ Tucker roughing people up in the post, like Gabe Vincent boxing out centers for rebounds, like. They not gonna show that shit on ESPN, and that's what the Heat are doing right now, and that shit leads to our wins. So, like, I mean, all the they don't, but we don't 1 seed it. It's like y'all got motherfuckers right here. Y'all got 5 reasons. If y'all want to hear some people talk about your team, pull up. I mean, it's different style for everybody.
I swear to God, that's all we do. I swear to God, that's all we do, bro.
Stop looking to them blue checks. Y'all looking to the blue checks and the white checks and the verified accounts to talk about your team. Right. Your team is not glitz and glamour. Those days, we had teams like that in the past where we was front line every single night. We won 27 games. We was front line every single night. Now, hey, we in the mud with it. So y'all need to start acting like the team. The team said we dogs. So y'all, the fans, y'all need to start moving like dogs and stop giving a fuck about what the LA Sports Center talking about, because they not gonna talk shit about the Heat until we're in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's when they gonna get serious about us.
Boy said, "Hey, that boy snapped." You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
man, listen, man. Talk to the fault, Kane Kendall. Somebody saw you raise your hand, and we gonna skip your ass again. Thank you, Star Brand Juice, for the $9.99. Don't know. Appreciate you, Kane. He said, "Paying what I owe. I didn't know this expiration date on cards." Appreciate you anyway, bro. Simba, bro, go ahead and get your shit off. I saw you opening up your shit.
No, I'm not talking after Kendall again. Fuck that. Like he preaches too much truth and like everybody like hoorahs and hypes that shit. Fuck that shit. Like I can't follow that. I can't like to
put your hard hat on, Ariel.
No, I can't fucking follow that shit, you know.
Read that donut for me there, Simba, man. I want you to talk a little bit, kind of get yourself into a lather.
Yo, store brand juice. Thank you for the $4.99 dono. Snap.
That boy
You gotta put the emphasis in.
Hey, tell you, man, that boy blowing the check on the kid right now, man. That's $25.
What I will say, what Kendall said is true, man. Like at some point, everybody has to stop caring what the national media says. I was watching ESPN for 15 minutes, and the headline was DJJ is out for the Bulls. Big deal or no deal? Like, who fucking cares about DJJ? Like, fucking guy won a dunk contest 2 years ago. Who fucking cares, man? You know, but it's true what Kendall says. You guys have to stop caring about what these other fucking people say and come into the 5 Reasons Sports. Honestly, not even 5 Reasons Sports. Clutch Corner. That's where it's at. Sometimes post game, depending on who's on there.
Sometimes
that's where you want to go.
Buck. That boy taking big shots out here. Fuck is you talking about? Who here every game? Wait, come see me. If you don't see nobody else, come look at my black ass. Do that. Go ahead, Steve. I'm sorry.
No, I can't get interrupted every fucking time. Like at one point, I gotta be just like, nah, I'm done.
Oh, so Steve, you just not gonna talk to us, bro?
No, I will talk. I'm just done. I don't have anything else to say. You guys are great. Love the show. I'm glad to be a part of it. Just fucking. I love the new Clutch Corner. Like fucking love that shit. All right.
What's your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday? I love Thanksgiving, man. Like I just got.
Bro, you are man, bro. Bro, Black History Month, man.
Tell you, that's a whole day.
In my mind, I was like, I know what Kendall wants because Kendall's the first person that will call anybody out for being racist. So I was like, Black History Month. Hell no, that's the last thing I'm gonna say.
I'm telling you, we might do a lot more like all black panels if Black History Month. Just being honest, I'm just gonna be all the way 1,000 with y'all. Y'all might see a lot of dark people up here. I don't know what else to talk about. So, Threat, I think you got a couple topics in that brain of yours, my brother. Throw us one.
Damn, just gonna throw me out there like that, God, dog.
Hey, keep your head on the swivel, bitch.
No, but I did want to just harp on what Kendall said and what Simba said about the national media. Like, we don't have the big three anymore. I mean, the stars on our team, we might. How can they talk about a team with potentially no all-stars? That's crazy, number one. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's not really too much to talk about. Just put your hard hat on, do your business, do what you got to do, and they'll talk about us when they ain't got no choice but to talk about us. And that's when the playoffs come. This is what this team is built on. Who cares if they talk about us during the regular season? We want us. They're gonna speak on us in the playoffs, man. Our play gonna do the talking when it matters most, and that's the only thing that anybody should worry about. Period.
Yeah, I want to talk about these all-stars, like, because I feel like what we're talking about right now is a lot of what it all ties together. You know what I mean? Like feeling disrespected by the national media, shouldn't care. But I think some of these guys have earned spots in that game based off of the way that they play. What they've been able to accomplish is all-star worthy, bro. Like it has to. They're the 1 seed, bro.
I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. And 1,000 with y'all. I don't see an all-star on this team as opposed to other teams, and I don't know. Yeah, we the 1 seed, and I know. No, I'm gonna keep it. No, and I know your record goes into it, but who are you really putting in front of these guys? Like
they gonna have to figure it out.
Like Tyler. That's not our job. Like I'm a Tyler my guy.
What did you talk about? Who they gonna have to put in there? Listen,
Tyler, my guy, but I'm
it's
not
easy for
him
me
up against the field.
Why?
It's just
why not?
Jimmy's been hurt too much. You know what I'm saying?
They're the 1 seed.
Why
they
not?
have to. Like
Yeah,
that's an obligation.
You gotta send Jimmy
there's no
and
way.
Tyler, bro.
There's no
Yeah,
way.
He's in
bro.
Jimmy and Tyler. It's
I want to
easy.
make a case for Cal, but I think these last stretch of games where he's not playing,
Yeah,
kind of like taking him out of
exactly.
it.
That's
But
why
I think Hero has a solid case for why he should be in there. If your team is the 1 seed, bro, you wait a minute. Don't stop me, Track Store Brand Juice. You know how I get when people give me change like this. I start shaking ass like it's Texas in here, bro. Thank you, Store Brand Juice, for the $49.99 don't know. He said, "Here's my ESPN subscription money. They blacklist us." Appreciate you, Kane,
Black
bro.
Lives Matter.
Yes, indeed.
Black Lives Matter.
Bro, listen, my boy, we really appreciate you. We appreciate everybody in here, my guys. But y'all boys going out tonight, my boy. I really appreciate that. But I do want to get to this all-star conversation, which is like, TJ, you said they have to figure it out. You believe that we're going to get 2 all-stars?
Yes, I do. I got to tell myself that, because if they don't, I'm going to be hot. Like, there's no way. A number 1 seed, bro, they gave Atlanta 4 for a number 1 seed, 4 all-stars, and they got trashed. Like, this team is stomping everybody. All your favorite teams, Phoenix stomped them. Milwaukee stomped them. Like, the Warriors, they were in a close game with them, and Jimmy got kicked out in the second quarter. Like, and what else do we got to do? Timothy Herro is destroying people. He cooked OG. That don't happen. Like, you got to. They can't not have 2 all-stars in there.
I mean,
Tyler got to make it off the strength of making that turnaround jump shot today, because I was like,
what did you do? Oh, it went in. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you feel me? Hey, Tyler got to make it. For me.
He tried to post somebody up, bro, and I really appreciate that, because Brett did not move. Brett did not move at all.
It didn't work.
I mean,
he turned around, looked at that bitch dead in his face, and shot him.
But back to this all-star talk. You look at the names in front of Tyler. I don't see who you're not putting him in front of DeRozan, who's on an MVP like Ted.
No.
You're not putting him in front of Trae Young, who's already a superstar solidified.
No.
You're not putting him in front of Zach LaVine, who's a star, who's a rising star.
No.
You're not putting him in front of Fred VanVleet. I'm saying, who's having a great season this year.
That's when we start having the conversation, Threat.
Okay, you can have the conversation
because Fred VanVleet, he is having a wonderful season, all-star caliber. I want to make sure I get that boy his flowers. But if we're talking about the discrepancy between him and Tyler Herro, who team winning? Like, that's what I'm going to. Like, if I ain't talking about getting him in as no starter, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm talking about when the coaches got the vote, bro. Like, Fred VanVleet is having a wonderful individual season, but what Tyler Herro is doing is leading us to wins. Like, you gotta put.
Even Jaylen
Garland over
Garland is the name.
That's where I would give him the edge over Tyler, because it's like you starting and you kind of like the engine, like that's moving pieces, like running the point. Like, I'm giving you like a nod over Tyler for that, coming off the bench playing like a 6-man role scoring, even though he's doing it perfectly fine.
What about Jaylen Brown? Y'all putting Tyler over Jaylen Brown?
He's in there over Jaylen Brown, bro.
Wow, that's over Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown. Listen, bro. Jaylen Brown is doing the dummy.
24, 6, and 3.
He's doing the dummy. But what I'm saying is they ain't winning. That's it, though, bro. Like, if you're gonna reward some players, it's only so many players that you can reward for putting up stats and not winning. Like, you're gonna put Bill in there, probably. Like, he's probably a lock in there. But when you get to that bottom half of that list, you have to start considering some of the guys that are impacting these teams that's winning. I want to thank SRT Dre for the 199. Don't know. He said they'll chalk up our 1 seed to other teams' injuries. I don't care what they chalk it up to, bro. It's a 1 seed, bro. Like
Caleb Martin got legitimate minutes this year. Like, he's in the rotation. He was on a 2-way. Don't tell us about injuries. That makes no sense. And the whole league is injured. Like,
Bam played 22 games.
Exactly. With the All-Star,
like,
come on, man. No.
They can't. They gotta miss me with that shit. Somebody, I want you to jump in here, bro. How many All-Stars do you think the Miami Heat legitimately get in this game?
I think we at least need to have 2. If not, I will be upset. I'll start a petition. The only white thing I know how to do, and we'll get everybody involved. And we'll change this shit, man. Like, fucking A.
I'm fucked with it, Silver.
No, I mean, I think we need to have 2 for real. We're the 1 seed in the East. How the fuck do we not have 2 at least? I think there's a case to be made, that Tyler Herro has to be above some of these people. This is going to sound blasphemous, but I think Tyler Herro might have a case over James Harden.
Nah.
Oh my lord!
No, nah, we not doing that.
Send him to the gulag, right?
Get him out of here.
Send him
Hey,
to the
Ramakan.
Thank you.
Nah, we not
to
doing
the
that, bro.
No.
We ain't pushing that Ethan J. Skull.
No, we not.
Side.
We ain't on that 5 on the floor pack over here, bro. Listen,
James Garden, you got a conversation. James Harden.
That felt racist.
Yeah.
Listen, bro.
Yeah, hey.
We're not gonna do one Simba like that. Simba one of the folks, you know what I'm saying? Simba is invited. Barely. But, like, he invited, but Simba, we ain't gonna do you like that. We know my boy Simba hard. He got a good heart. He invited.
I'm just saying, man. Like,
no,
he's
you
doing
don't
more.
say that.
He's doing more for a winning team than fucking James.
Okay. Why
They 2 games behind us, bro. Like,
bro, and James Harden put up a 30-point triple-double, what was it, yesterday?
He dropped like 17 in that first 22.
Right, I'm gonna get off of it. Tyler Herro,
Yeah,
fuck
do
Tyler
it.
Herro, James Harden.
You're okay.
I get it, bro. I get it. You're a 5 on the floor fan, bro. As some people are, bro. You know what I mean? That's their cup of tea. They like to hear shit like that. And we have an audience for everybody. You know what I mean? But we also have an audience for people with individual businesses. And if you do have a small business, make sure you reach out to CPT-Florida.com for all of your IT needs. Make sure that you go to CPT-Florida.com. Any of your phone services, conference services, wireless security services, camera services. I'm waiting on Jonathan Ramakan to pull up this website so that I can read that bit. I forgot the phone number, but the boy is slow as fuck tonight. So yeah, make sure y'all give him a call at 954-963-2775. But yeah, go to CPT-Florida.com. They give out free consultations. But yeah, if you have a small business and you have any IT needs, please make sure you visit CPT-Florida.com. Thank them for sponsoring the 5 Reasons Sports postgame show. Let's get back into this a little bit because we got a game that's coming up next. And it almost don't goddamn matter who we play at this point. I feel like Miami is going to win that. I feel like we're going to smoke that pack, bro. Like, no matter who it is. Who we play next, bro?
Clippers.
The Clippers? Great. And speaking of smoking Clippers, Pat, we want to talk about the final sponsor of the 5 Reasons Sports postgame show. See, y'all ain't know y'all was going to get that double lot like that. I'm in my NBA street bag. Thank you, City Cigar Lounge. The boy like bona fide out here. Thank you, CityCigarLounge.com for sponsoring the 5 Reasons Sports postgame show. They actually were out there earlier today for like a 5 Reasons Sports pregame show. But yeah, they got over 350 plus scotches, bourbons, whiskeys, and tequilas, over 50 plus premium cigars. They got large, comfortable leather chairs. They have great food menus, so you don't have to pay for food at the actual game. They got happy hour and game specials. And not just tonight, but we will be hosting more 5 Reasons Sports watch parties there in the future. They have a beautiful website. Make sure you check them out at citycigarlounge.com. Make sure you tell them that 5 Reasons Sports sent you. So yeah, let's get to this next game versus the Clippers. Y'all know what time it is. Threat. That boy feeling good?
Man, the boy feeling amazing. And I'm going to tell you why. They got a boy over there by the name of Justice Winslow, and that boy is very mid. And a lot of y'all was on this Justice Winslow train and Rook 1, Rook 2. Hey, that boy is very garbage. And I saw that boy playing fourth quarter clutch minutes, and he was very garbage in that as well, even though they came back and won that game. But the fact that he plays in the fourth quarter in meaningful games, it says all that I need to know about the Clippers. That team is decimated. That team ain't got enough. Heat them 5.
That boy Bustis back again. Want to thank the most consistent member of the 5 Reasons Sports postgame show, and that is the unidentified celebrity review for the $5 dono. The man gave us more words tonight. No clapping tonight, just straight bars coming out of this man. He said trade value has never been higher for this bum. We have a chance to receive a 2-person tent and half a pack of Marlboro Mans. Do it. The man been ready to get off of Duncan since game 1 and will not be budged. Appreciate you, man, for the $5 dono. Simba. I don't know how many times I have to tell this story, but I feel like I have to tell it to every new viewer of this postgame show. Simba is actually the person who made me start bringing the boy feeling good to postgame shows. He saw my video on IG of me doing it, and he told me I should do it on postgame show, and I did, and it caught on. So appreciate you, Simba, for giving us something to talk about, giving Heat Twitter something to be appreciative for. Yeah, the boy feeling good.
Yeah, here's another side story. That's the reason why I have a a shot on this show forever. So that's what I did. So every time I have a bad take, just thank Royal for not bringing his own idea by himself. It was just because of me.
White
the
man
Heat,
taking the credit for another black man thing, even though I just get
that's what we got to do. We got to keep that narrative going. It's not the new clutch corner. So the Clippers are 6-0 against the Heat and 6-1 against the Eastern Conference playoffs. I mean, the Eastern Conference, teams. So what do I think? I think the boys feeling really good. All right. Because this is the time to fucking break a streak. All right. So I think we're going to blow that shit out. I honestly think that this is the time that we're going to beat them. Fuck everybody else. Tyler Herro is going to make a name. He's going to be like, this is why I'm better than James Harden tonight. And let's go.
Oh my God.
I am just catching up, everybody. Give me one.
My bad. Me too. I just caught on while you were talking. Simple, my bad.
No, you guys are good. I'm trying to catch up.
The boy feeling good.
Hey man, the Clippers hot. We about to apply that heat. If you catch my drift,
Tell you
got lined up and the Clippers be hot. That's how we gonna have Luke Kennard tweaking out there because that boy, his head going in the front. Terrence man, about to look like a little boy. Bustis Winslow, you shouldn't even touch the court when you come down here because them trolls on the sidelines, they gonna cook your ass. I think that's about a 25-point win right there. I ain't even finna hold you. That was a 25-point win right there. We about to apply the heat to them Clippers. We gonna line them up, send them right on home, up to Orlando or wherever they gotta go play next. The boy feeling real good about that game.
Yes,
I think we all gonna want to come here and just have a party about that game. Probably with 6:15 left in the third. That's how confident I am about that.
Yeah, get backstage early, get lathered up. That's the second time I said lathered in the show. None of y'all boys was on the team point justice shit, bro. Like y'all ain't like.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, he looked good for a little bit. Yeah.
Point justice, I was fucking.
When Jimmy got here, yeah.
I was mad when they started going around over justice. Get that boy the rock, man.
Yeah.
But give it to the Heat because as soon as he started looking good, they're like, bye.
Get him out of here. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, they knew they are very good. Not very good. Most of the time they hold on a little too long, but sometimes they get it right. TJ, the boy feeling good?
Hey man, the boy feeling lovely. Y'all already know how we get down, bro. It's the Clippers without PJ Tucker. Without Paul George.
They wish.
I know, right? Without Kawhi Leonard, I'm not worried at all. They should have lost by 70 yesterday and somehow ended up winning that game. So yeah, we finna blow them out. I'm not even worried. We on to the next one.
Absolutely. The Heat about to blow that shit out. Fuck is you talking about? They don't stand a chance against us, bro. At this point, I don't know. Like, I'm with Threat. I don't see this team losing back-to-back games, let alone like 2 out of 3. Like right now, this team look like it's cooking, and I don't think the Clippers are the team that's going to be able to stop that. So, thank you guys in the comments, as always, for joining us, making the show much more fun than it would have been without you. Thank you to my man Jonathan Rumlicon in the back for producing the show. Thank you to the Kangs, TJ, Kendall, and Threat for joining the boy tonight, and my man Simba.
Dirty got him looking dirty.
Man, the man not even gonna look at me when I'm talking to him. The disrespect. Also, want to thank one more sponsor of the Clutch Corner, and that's Manscaped. I ain't heard from you in a while, Manscaped. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this one time for the love, because you done showed love before. Show love again, please. Make sure you visit manscaped.com. Use the promo code 5RSN for 20% off and free shipping. Manscaped.com. This is probably gonna be the last time y'all hear me say that. No, you don't even put that shit up. They ain't pay. No, they ain't paid.
Hold on, they're always late though. Like
yeah. Hey, listen,
they'll pay. Saying, they're just always late.
It's been a while. I don't want to slander them. You know, we got people here watching. So thank you. The balls will thank you, but y'all ain't getting much out of me now to that check clear. I just want to put that out there. We go. All right. Oh, thank you to my man TJ. Thank you to Kendall. Thank you to Threat. I had to thank them twice because their melanin is so beautiful. Thank you to Simba one more time. And thank you to Jonathan Ramacon in the back. I know I thanked everybody. Oh, somebody said play the damn video. I'm with it. Play the video, Jonathan.
We gonna let the band deal with this.
Jimmy Butler puts the Heat back up by 1. Adebayo flipping it up and in. Tyler Herro from way downtown. Fantastic play for the first-time All-Star. Herro for 3. Yes!
This guy.
That's a tough shot. And the Heat lead by 5.
Led the league in blocks last year, 4th this year.